तं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरकशे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining today. So, we are discussing Nectar of Instruction of Srila Rupa Goswami. So, before we go to the next verse, we will do the recitation of the shlokas. Huh. So, I will recite. You can keep on yourself on mute and repeat after me. Repeat with me. Okay. Vacho vegam, manasah krodha vegam, जिह्वावेगम् उदरुपस्थवेगम् एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेत धीरः सर्वामपि मां पृथ्वीं सशिष्यात् अत्याहारः प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति उत्साहान्निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्तेः षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विप्रसिद्ध्यति ददाति प्रतिगृह्णाति गुह्यम् आख्याति पृच्छति भुङ्क्ते भोजयते चैव षड्विधं प्रीतिलक्षणम् कृष्णेति यस्य गिरितं मनसा ध्रियेत दीक्षास्ति चेत् प्रणतिभिश्च भजन्तमीशम् शुश्रूषया भजनविज्ञमनन्यमन्य निन्दादिशून्यहृदमीप्सितसङ्गलब्ध्या दृष्टैः स्वभावजनितैर्वपुषश्च दोषैर्न प्राकृतत्वम् इह भक्तजनस्य पश्येत् गङ्गाम्बसां न खलु बुद्बुदफेन पङ्कैर्ब्रह्मद्रवत्वम् अपगच्छति नीरधर्मे स्यात् कृष्णनाम चरितादिसितापि अविद्या पित्तोपतप्तरसनस्य नरोचिकाणु किन्तु आदरादनुदिनं खलु शैव जुष्टा स्वाद्विक्रमाद् भवति तद्गदमूलहन्त्री तन्नामरूपचरितादिसुकीर्तनानु स्मृत्यो क्रमेण रसना मनसि नियोज्य तिष्ठन् व्रजे तदनुरागी जनानुगामी कालं नयेद् अखिलम् इति उपदेशसारम् वैकुण्ठाजनितो वरा मधुपुरी तत्रापि रासोत्सवात् वृन्दारण्यमुदारपाणिरमणात् तत्रापि गोवर्धना राधाकुण्डम् इहापि गोकुलपतेः प्रेमामृताप्लावणात् कुर्यादस्य विराजतो गिरितटे सेवां विवेकी न कः कर्मिभ्यः परितो हरे प्रियतया व्यक्तिं ययुर्ज्ञानिनस् तेभ्यो ज्ञानविमुक्तभक्तिपरमा प्रेमैकनिष्ठास्ततः तेभ्यस्तापशुपालपङ्कजदृशस्ताभ्योऽपि साराधिका प्रेष्ठा तद्वदीयं तदीयसरसि तां नाश्रयेत् कः कृती कृष्णस् उच्चै प्रणयवस्ति प्रेयसीभ्योऽपि राधा कुण्डं चास्य मुनिभिरभितस्तादृगेव व्यधायि यत्प्रेष्ठैरपि अलम् असुलभं किं पुनर्भक्तिभाजां तत्प्रेमेदं सकृदम् अपि रसरसनातुर आविष्करोति इति श्री उपदेशामृतम् Hare Krishna. So, welcome all the devotees today for the Nectar of Instructions 7th verse discussion. So, last time we completed a 6th verse. So, a short review what we have discussed till now. We started discussing with the context in which Nectar of Instruction has been discussed. It is the instruction given to Jiva Goswami after he was ostracized, uh, and then he came back on the request of Sanatan Goswami. So Rupa Goswami is instructing Jiva Goswami and Radharaman Das Goswami, the first commentator on the Upadeshamritam text, he has mentioned that it is also for the benefit of all the sadhakas, all the devotees. So we are also reading this text, and in this text we saw the first verse that Rupa Goswami has given is not a direct verse related to the angas of bhakti, but it is something which is preliminary to the bhakti limbs. So there we saw the six urges which need to be controlled. Then verses 2 and 3, we saw what are the do's and don'ts when we enter into bhakti. And verse number 4, we saw what are the different reciprocations, ways of reciprocation with devotees, loving exchanges with the devotees, Preeti Lakshanam. And then fifth verse, we saw when we want to reciprocate and have loving exchanges with the devotees. So we have to also discriminate in order to understand who is the highest level of devotee, who is the medium level of devotee, and who is not yet a highest and medium level of devotee. Okay, so that we need to discriminate in order to do the loving exchanges to the best possible way in a so that we can advance very very swiftly. Okay. And then last time we saw the verse number 6, where we understood that, yeah, when we are doing this loving exchanges and reciprocation with the devotees, there may be some faults in the devotees which we may be seeing because of our conditioning, prakritatvam. So, and because the devotees are staying in the metal world, so because of the nature of the metal world being faulty, some of them may be superimposed even on the body of the devotee. Okay, so they may be bodily deformed, or they may be having the skin deformed, or they may have some of their nature, which are their conditionings in a deformed way, and which we may come across. So then how to deal with them? Till here we have discussed. And now today we are going to discuss, okay, when these deformities are there in devotees, then what is the solution? We are also conditioned, and sometimes the devotees are also conditioned. So how we can overcome this conditioning, and we can overcome seeing these faults. So today we are going to discuss that. So let's begin the discussion of the verse number 7. So today I'm not going to show the PPT. Okay, and because we are focusing only on Srila Prabhupada's purports, so we will be just directly taking from the purport of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, yeah. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Proj.
Yeah.
Proji, there is one question. Shall I ask?
Yeah.
It's like many devotees are asking that in the exam everything will come from Prabhupada's purport only, right? Or,
Exam, everything will come from Prabhupada's purport. Yeah,
or
correct.
yeah.
And from the handbook, obviously. The handbook questions are based on Prabhupada's purport, and exam, it will come from there only. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So we will read this verse, and then we will see the word meaning that Prabhupada has given. So I will recite, you can repeat along with me, keep yourself muted. Yeah. स्यात् कृष्णनाम चरितादिसितापि अविद्या पित्तोपतप्तरसनस्य नरोचिकाणु किन्तु आदराद् अनुदिनं खलु शैवजुष्टा स्वाद्विक्रमाद् भवति तद्गदमूलहन्त्री. Yeah, actually, one thing I forgot to tell is we had to revise the verse number 6. So, last time we discussed, Anish Prabhu, that there will be devotees allotted for sequential revision. Is it there, or should we do it later?
Which I didn't do it.
No problem.
Uh,
Okay, no problem. No issues. We'll do the seventh verse today, and then next time we can do the revision for 6, 7 both. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So, yeah, we will see the word meanings. Yeah, okay. We'll read the translation, then we'll come back to what means here. So, Anish Prabhu, would you like to read translation?
yes, please. Translation: the holy name, character, pastimes, and activities of Krishna are all transcendently sweet like sugar candy. Although the tongue of one afflicted by jaundice of avidya, ignorance, cannot taste anything sweet, it is wonderful that simply by carefully chanting these sweet names every day, a natural relish awakens within the tongue, and his disease is gradually destroyed at the root.
Mm, mm. Yeah, so very, very nice verse. Rupa Goswami has written this. So, he has mentioned, yeah, that glorifying Krishna Nam. Okay, not only Nam, but Krishna Charita. Not only Charita, but also Adi, etc. Okay, so what Prabhupada has written here, you can see. Yeah, holy name, character, pastimes, and so forth. Naam, Rupa, Guna, Leela, we say, na? Naam, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So, like that. So, Krishna, Naam, Krishna, Charitra, Charita. Sri Chaitanya Charita Amrita, we say, na? Charita. Charita means like Rama Charita, Krishna Charita, and Chaitanya Charita. So, Chaitanya Charita Amrit becomes Chaitanya Charitamrit. Hmm. So Charit means that which is their pastimes, their life history, like that, or Charitra, character, like that. Hmm. Charita, Adi, etc. Anything connected to the Lord. Hmm. They are all Sita, Shita, uh, Sita, Sita. So Lord Ram's wife name is Sita. Okay, Sita means what? Sweet. Okay, sugar. Here Prabhupada has translated as sugar candy. Yeah, so they are all Sita. Sita means something which is sweet. Okay, like that. Uh, they are Sita, they are all sweet. Api, but even though they are sweet, but something else is happening. What is happening? Na rochika. No, no taste, no interest in that. So those devotees who have not yet overcome the anartha nivritti stage may be able to relate to this. That we are not having taste into these things. Krishna Nam, Krishna Charit, and Nam, Rupa, Guna, Leela, all these things, we are not having taste. Why? What is the reason? Avidya Pitta. Avidya. Avidya is compared to Pitta. Pitta means bile. So extreme quantity of bile produced from the liver creates stomach problems, stomach upset or indigestion. Ut upatapt, sorry, upatapt. Tapta means that which is brings out heat. Tapta, correct. Now upatapta means something which is close to heat, like upavas. Upavas means we are closely seated to the Lord. Upatapta, we are something very close to the heat. So that means there is some affliction. Rupada is translated as afflicted. So why is there affliction? Because of pitta. And pitta is compared to what? Avidya. So the conditioned state, the living entity has avidya. As one advances, this avidya will go away. But in the conditioned state, because of avidya, what is happening? This avidya is compared to pitta, and because of that, there is affliction. So what happens to the rasana? Rasana means the tongue. Rasa, from where the what Prabhupada is translated? Yeah, of the tongue. Rasanasya षष्ठी विभक्ति है. Okay. बालकस्य रश्नस्य. Okay. तो of the tongue. Okay. जीवा का क्या हो रहा है? Affliction. Affliction of the jiva. Like that he has written. Rupa Goswami has written. Because of that, what happens? Na ruchika. No interest, no taste. Okay, no interest in what? Krishna, Nama, Charita, Sita. All these things are there, but there is no interest because of this. So this is the first two lines of this verse. That is stating that we are having no interest in these things because of the condition state we are in, because of the avidya we are having. Okay. Now, what is the solution? Rupa Goswami is giving the solution. Kintu. But. Kintu is very simple Hindi word. Kintu. But. Okay. What Kintu? But what is the good news? Adarat. By respect. When we approach, what do we approach with respect? Krishna Nam, Krishna Charita, Krishna Guna, Krishna Leela. Huh. So all these things when we approach with respect, Adarat, Adarat. Hmm. And when do we approach? Once in a year? No. Dinam, every day. Anu Dinam. Anu means constantly, like that. Every day, regularly. Every day we approach. Anu Dinam. Anu Dinam. ठीक है? So then what happens? Kramat, gradually. Gradually what is happening? Bhavati. Bhavati means to happen, or something is yeah, to happen. Yeah. Kramat Bhavati. What happens? Kramat Bhavati. Moolahantri. Moolam is a very simple word. It is Moolam is root. Correct. Root. Hantri. Hantri, what Prabhupada is translated here? The destroyer. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So here I will show the word to word meaning. Yeah. Yeah. See what he has said here. Tadagata. Then Gata. Gata means, like we say, na Gata Pran. Gata Pran means the life air has gone. Correct. So Bhagavad Gita also the reverse. So Gata Prana. Gata Vagata Vayu, like that. Okay. Tadgata means something is gone. What is gone? From the root it is gone. Moola. From the mool it is destroyed. What is destroyed from the root? So he is saying here, this avidya or this pitta, which is compared to pitta, that is destroyed from the root. How it is destroyed? Sa eva. Sa eva. From that itself. What is that sa eva? That was previously mentioned. That only. What was previously mentioned? So that is mentioned here. Sugar candy of the holy name. By that only this is destroyed. What is destroyed? This is what? Avidya. Okay. So this avidya is destroyed by that only. That is Sita. Sweet. Sugar candy. Okay. That avidya remedy is that same thing. That is the Krishna Nam, Krishna Charit, Krishna Roop, Krishna Leela. All these are sweet. And that sweetness itself is the destroyer of avidya. That is the point. Okay. And then he is saying that how will it happen? Will it happen artificially? No, khalu. So Prabhupada has translated it as naturally, or khalu also means fully, completely, like that. Uh, so completely it will be destroyed. Hmm. So the second two lines are giving the solution that when one adarat anudinam every day respectfully, okay, he takes this same thing, Krishna Nam, Krishna Rupa, Krishna Charita, all these things he takes every day. How? With respect. Hmm. Adarat. Then kramat, gradually, not overnight, gradually. Bhavati, gradually what will happen? Tadgata moolhantri. It will be destroyed by the root. What will be destroyed? That what was the problem mentioned? Problem was avidya. Okay. So this is the meaning of the verse. Okay. So any questions on this? What we discussed, the meaning of the verse? Is it clear? Okay. The meaning, word to word, we have to understand very clearly so that we can understand the purport, what Prabhupada is talking, where, what he is telling about. Okay. So each paragraph he will tell about one limb of the verse, one part of the verse. Okay. Yeah. So we'll read the purport. Okay. Paragraph by paragraph. Okay. And I will tell where to pause. It's quite small purport. So we may be taking two verses today. Let's see. Hmm. Yes, purport we will read. Yeah. Aman bro, would you like to read purport?
Yes, Prabhu. The holy name of Lord Krishna, his quality, pastimes, and so forth are all of the nature of absolute truth because beauty and bliss. Naturally, they are very sweet, like sugar candy, which appeals to everyone. Nuisance, however, is compared to the disease called jaundice, which is caused by bilious, bilious secretions. Attacked by jaundice, the tongue of a diseased person cannot palatably relish sugar candy. Rather, a person with jaundice considers something sweet to taste very bitter. Avidya, ignorance, similarly perverts the ability to relish the transcendently palatable name, quality, form, and pastimes of Krishna. Despite this disease, if one with great care and attention takes to Krishna consciousness, chanting the holy name and hearing Krishna's transcendental pastimes, his ignorance will be destroyed and his tongue enabled to taste the sweetness of the transcendental nature of Krishna and his paraphernalia. Such a recovery of spiritual health is possible only by the regular cultivation of Krishna consciousness.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so here in this purport, mainly Prabhupada is telling about the whole sum and substance of the verse, that what is the problem and what is the solution. So he has mentioned that what is the problem, that Krishna's name, quality, gun, past, qualities and pastimes, all these things are very, very sweet. But because of nescience or avidya, okay, which is compared to the jaundice, what is happening? The ability to relish is perverted. Okay. So narochika, that is being explained in this paragraph. No interest is there because of the avidya. Hmm. Yeah. So now the second two lines of the verse he is explaining in this part. What is the solution? Kintu adarat anudinam khalu shaiva jushta swadvi kramat bhavati mulahan tadgad mulahantri. Now he is giving the solution to the problem. So despite the disease is there, if one with great care and attention. Okay. So this great care and attention, where is it mentioned in the verse?
Adarat.
Yeah, Adarat. Yeah. Generally, yeah, devotees can raise their hand and then answer. Yeah, otherwise multiple devotees may answer. We will not know who has answered. Yeah, thank you, Praj. So yeah, Adarat, great care and attention. So Adarat generally means respect, but respect also means something else. It is transformed into the great care and attention that is given to the Krishna Nam, Rupa Charita, all these things. Okay, so if one with great care and attention takes to these things, Krishna, all these are all sweet. Krishna name. So Prabhupada mentioned here, chanting the holy name, hearing Krishna's transcendental pastimes. What will happen? Adarat anudinam khalu shaiva jushta. Hmm. Tadgad mool hantri. Yes, his ignorance will be destroyed. Gata mool hantri. From where? From its very root, like that. And then what will happen? His tongue will be enabled to taste the sweetness of transcendental nature of Krishna's pastimes, paraphernalia, etc. Yeah. Yeah. So it is possible by Krishna consciousness. So solution for this disease is Krishna consciousness. Sa eva. That itself is a solution. What is that solution? Sita. That is sugarcane juice or sugar candy. And what is that compared to? Krishna, Nama, Rupa, Charita, Guna, all these things. Okay. We'll go ahead and read. Yeah. Priya Manshukhani Mataji, would you like to read? Yeah, read from here.
Prabhupada.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
When a man in the material world takes more interest in the materialistic way of life rather than in Krishna consciousness, he is considered to be in a diseased condition. The normal condition is to remain an eternal servant of the Lord. Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadas. This healthy condition is lost when the living entity forgets Krishna due to being attracted by the external features of Krishna's Maya energy. This world of Maya is called Durasharaya, which means false or bad shelter. One who puts his faith in the Durasharaya becomes a candidate for hoping against hope. In the material world, everybody is trying to become happy And although their material attempts are baffled in every way due to their nescience, they cannot understand their mistakes. People try to rectify one mistake by making another mistake. This is the way of the struggle for existence in the material world. If one in this condition is advised to take to Krishna consciousness and be happy, he does not accept any such instructions. Shall I read further, Prabhuji?
No, no. Yeah.
Rek-
So, thank you. Prabhupada, he is mentioning here that he is further stating what is the problem. So, this is diseased condition he is mentioning. Okay. So, what is the avidya and what are the effects of this avidya? Okay. So, the effects of avidya is that living entity is not able to accept that nitya dasattva, eternal servitude. Okay. The attitude of being the eternal servant. That eternal servitude is not being imbibed in the living entity because he is in the diseased condition. And then how to come out of this disease condition? What is disease compared here to? Pitta upatapta. The bile secretion is there because of which there is jaundice. Okay. So the jaundice is there, then because of that there is disease. Yeah. So then one is not at ease. So Prabhupada is saying the solution is Krishna consciousness. Hmm. So he is mentioning one more word. So durashraya. That is bad shelter, false shelter. Okay, like that. So false shelter or bad shelter can be anything which is apart from the Lord. We may take shelter of. Okay, so that will not give us the final goal of Krishna Prem. Okay, any shelter other than Krishna Prem. Okay, sorry, any shelter other than Lord Krishna. Like that. Yeah. So one who puts faith in this Durashraya becomes a candidate for hoping against hope. Yeah. So we understand this from the pastime of Gajendra also. What we understand is Gajendra actually he was very much in distress when the crocodile caught his leg, and he actually could not come out of that for many years, and he was having hope on his friends, relatives who were on the banks. Correct? You must have seen that very famous picture, na? Where actually on the bank there are three elephant. I don't know whether relatives, maybe wife and children are there. Yeah. So that elephants actually they are not able to help. That is not mentioned why they are not able to. They are not able to come in the water also, but they are like false shelters. Okay, but the real shelter when he took, so he made a prayer to the Lord whom he worshipped in the past life. He did not know actually who the Lord is. So, but he said, "Whoever may be the supreme Lord, please accept this lotus flower." So when he said like that, then the Lord himself came. Hmm. So and then he protected him. So we can understand that Durashraya is that any shelter which is against the Lord. So that does not mean that practically in this life we will not take shelter of anything else apart from Lord. Because there may be many times where the Lord will send some practical things and some practical instruments which we may have to use and take shelter of, and understanding that they are sent by Lord. So what all things Lord has sent we can see is he has first of all sent us Shastras. Shastras given by the Lord, correct? And then he also gives a person who guides us in our life, our Guru, okay, Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru. So they are all coming in our life on behalf of Lord, correct? And we very much understand that Lord's mercy is coming through the Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Yeah. And then apart from that, there may be so many other instruments which may be coming in our life, which are giving us favorable impressions and which are giving us anukul. They are anukul for our bhakti. We should accept those favorable items. Okay. So there may be some material assets also. Okay. Accepting a particular ashrama in our life. So they are all material. Varnashram system is not a spiritual system, it's a material system. But when we take shelter of them, we are able to do bhakti nicely. So you have to understand these are all not fully material, but they are to be used in a spiritual way so that we can progress in our bhakti. So we have to be having open mind and open eyes to identify what is coming in our life that is also favorable to bhakti. It may be a material asset also. It may be a spiritual, completely spiritual asset also, like that. So that is very important. Yeah. So Prabhupada is saying, yeah, the solution for this avidya is again Krishna consciousness, like that. Yeah. Okay, let's read ahead. Yeah, Soumya Mataji, would you like to read? Yeah, read from here.
Yes, sir. This Krishna consciousness movement is being spread all over the world just to remedy this gross ignorance. People in general are misled by blind leaders. The leaders of human society, the politicians, philosophers, and scientists are blind because they are not Krishna conscious. According to Bhagavad Gita, because they are bereft of all factual knowledge due to their atheistic way of life, they are actually sinful rascals and are lowest among men. Namam dushkritino mudha prapadyante naradhama maya ya parhata jnana asuram bhavamashritaha. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Bhagavad Gita 7.15. Such people never surrender to Krishna and they oppose the endeavor of those who wish to take Krishna's shelter. When such atheists become leaders of society, the entire atmosphere is surcharged with nuisance. In such a condition, people do not become very enthusiastic to receive this Krishna consciousness movement, just as a diseased person suffering from jaundice does not relish the taste of sugar candy. However, one must know that for jaundice, sugar candy is the only specific medicine. Similarly, in the present confused state of humanity, Krishna consciousness, the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, is the only remedy for setting the world aright. Although Krishna consciousness may not be very palatable for a diseased person, Srila Rupa Goswami nonetheless advises that if one wants to be cured of the material disease, he must take to it with great care and attention. One begins his treatment by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra because by chanting this holy name of the Lord, a person in the material condition will be relieved from all misconceptions, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Avidya, a misconception about one's spiritual identity, provides the foundation for ahankara, or false ego, within the heart.
Thank you, Mati. Yeah. So again, now Prabhupada, he is explaining that Krishna conscious movement is the solution. Okay, he's continuing that theme. And then he's saying that's why we are trying to spread it all over the world. And there are people who are having this avidya too much of avidya. So he is quoting this Bhagavad Gita verse, Namam Duskritano Muda. So there are four type of people who don't approach the Lord. Okay. So he is now further saying that, yeah, such people never surrender. Okay. So those who are, like, we understand there are four types of people, right? So those who are lovers of the Lord. So Madhyamadikari sees the four types of people. So in that the fourth type is Dveshi, who is against or who is envious of the Lord. So they will never surrender, and the Madhyamadikari, he keeps away from them. So they oppose the endeavor of those who wish to take shelter. They are themselves not taking is one way, one thing. And then they are opposing others also, those who are going to take shelter. Yeah. So they are categorized in these four types. Yeah, Naradhama, Maya Aprita Jnana, Ashuram Bhavam, and Mudha. Okay. So these four types are those people. So now Prabhupada is saying the same thing now. The Pitta Upatapta. Okay, that example from the verse he is taking and making us understand. So this Pitta Upatapta happens because of which the disease is called the jaundice disease. The bile is secreted more. Hmm. So we can see sometimes the fingers are yellowish or the eyes are red, are yellowish, like that. Okay. So the jaundice disease is there. So and the solution is Saeva. So that is the Saeva is again referring to the sugar candy, Sita. Okay. That sugar candy is the uh, remedy. Okay. So however, one must know that for jaundice, sugar candy is the only specific medicine. Yeah. Okay. So that is the medicine. And then he is saying, okay, what is this avidya? So people are in the confused state of humanity. Okay. And what is solution? That is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. So Rupa Goswami is recommending if one wants to be cured of this mental disease, he must take to it with great care and attention. Again, same thing. Adarat. Okay. With great care and attention. Okay. And then what will happen? Swadvi Kramad Bhavati. He begins his treatment. Okay. Gata Mulhantri. Okay. That will be destroyed in due time. Okay. And what is the medicine? Again, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Prabhupada is saying. Cheto Darpana Marjan is another thing he is quoting actually. That is in the same context. Kramad Bhavati Tadgat Mulhantri. Okay, gradually it will be purified. That is same thing as Cheto Darpana Marjan. Yeah. And then, yeah, very important. Avidya, he is saying how we can see the avidya is there because the manifestation of the false ego is there. That I am this body and anything related to the body are mine, me and mine. Okay, so avidya has 5 aspects as we have discussed earlier. Yeah, in the very beginning sessions we have discussed the 5 types of ahankara or avidya is there. Avidya, then asmita, then raga, dvesha, abhinivesh. 5 degrees are there. Correct. So first it is just ignorance, which is very very subtle. We cannot see, but the manifestations we can see. The first manifestation asmita, that I am this body. Then raga means attachment to the material objects, and dvesh, then repulsion to metal objects. That which gives us happiness, we have attachment. That which doesn't give us happiness, we have repulsion. And abhinivesh, and absorption into these two, happiness and distress. So these are all manifestations of avidya. So these all can be removed by chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. Yeah, we'll read ahead. Okay. Yes, Priyavarangi Mataji, you want to read?
No, Prabhuji, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, can you please repeat this misconception of avidya? आपने जो बताया 3 या 4
Five levels.
5 levels.
Yeah, first is avidya itself, that is very, very subtle. Then the next stage is asmita.
Is
Asmi.
is it not there in the purport, right, Prabhuji?
No, it's not there in the purport. Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Avidya.
avidya. Then there is asmita, that is second. Then third is raga, that is attraction to metal sense objects. And then there is dvesh, repulsion from objects which give us misery. That is dvesh. And last one is absorption into either happiness or distress. That is abhinivesh. That is called abhinivesh. That is fifth one. So these are 5 levels of avidya mentioned in Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto.
Prabhuji, any particular verse can you mention? If
Yeah. So verse is there. Yeah. Just I'm opening. Yeah. Yeah. Brahmaji's prayers, second canto, I think 7th chapter. So he mentions 5 terminology there. Tamishram and the Tamishram, like that. Okay, I'll send it, Mataji, at the end of this. Okay, just opening Veda base. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll read ahead. Yeah, Priyamanshukani Mataji, you have any question?
Prabhupada, what did you say after dvesh, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, and then
Abhinivesh.
aminivesh or abhinivesh?
Abhi.
Acha, abhinivesh.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll read ahead. Who would like to read? Swasti Mataji, would you like to read? Here, from here.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
The real disease is in the heart. If the mind is cleansed, however, if consciousness is cleansed, a person cannot be harmed by the material disease. To cleanse the mind and heart from all misconceptions, one should take to this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is both easy and beneficial. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, one is immediately freed from the blazing fire of the material existence. There are 3 stages in chanting the holy name of the Lord. The offensive stage, the stage of lessening offenses, and the pure stage. When a neophyte takes to chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, he generally commits many offenses. There are 10 basic offenses, and if the devotee avoids these, he can glimpse the next stage. which is situated between offensive chanting and pure chanting. When one attains the pure stage, he is immediately liberated. This is called Bhava Maha Avagani
Bhava Maha Gavagani Nirvapanam.
Nirvapanam. As soon as one is liberated from the blazing fire of the material existence, he can relish the taste of transcendental life.
Yeah, continue.
The conclusion is that in order to get freed from the material disease, one must take the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. The Krishna consciousness movement is especially meant
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
is especially meant for creating an atmosphere in which the people can take to the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. One must begin with faith. And when this faith is increased by chanting, a person can become a member of the society. We are sending Sankirtan parties all over the world, and they are experiencing that even in the remotest part of the world, where there is no knowledge of Krishna, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra attracts thousands of men to our camp. In some areas, people begin to imitate the devotees by shaving their heads and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Only a few days after hearing the mantra, this may be imitative, but imitation is a good thing, is desired. Imitation of a good thing is desired. Some imitators gradually become interested in becoming initiated by the spiritual masters and offer themselves for the initiation.
Thank you. Okay. So yeah, Prabhupada again saying the same thing, that disease is there in the heart, that is the disease of avidya. And then he's saying that that will be cleansed, Cheto, Darpana Marjana. He's continuing from there. Cheto means heart. Okay. And that will be cleaned in the heart by how? By method of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But how to chant? There are 3 levels of chanting, he is saying. So neophytes, when he takes up to chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he generally commits many offenses. So this is called the stage of Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
So the place I am at, here the wires, so wireless, whatever the internet, I have Wi-Fi internet. That is not there because current has gone. So I am on mobile data now. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, we were discussing there are 10 basic offenses, and we hope all the devotees are aware. Yeah. So so if devotees avoid these offenses, okay. So first thing, in order to avoid anything, is we have to know what we have to avoid. Okay. Many times devotees think they are avoiding, but they don't know what they have to avoid. They have not learnt what is the actual meaning of these 10 offenses. Okay. What is the meaning of these offenses? They don't know. So first we have to understand the meaning of the offenses. Okay, so our acharyas have written many books on that. Okay, specifically the 10 offenses are mentioned in the Harinam Chintamani book. So in the Harinam Chintamani book, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has mentioned each offense one chapter he has mentioned. Okay, and also he has explained the Namabhas and Shuddhanam stages. So first we have to understand what are those stages and what are the offenses. Then only we can avoid them. Okay, otherwise we will be imagining that we are avoiding the offenses. Okay, and then actually it will not be avoiding, and then we will not be coming to this namabhas stage also. Okay, like that. Yeah. So and when one is at the pure stage, then one is liberated. And sometimes devotee may think that yeah, this pure stage, na, this is reached only when one is at pure devotee or he is a bhava bhakta or prem bhakta. No, it is not like that. This pure stage is achievable by even a person who is not devotee. Okay, he may chant the name purely. What is the example? The example is in Shrimad Bhagavatam, Ajamila. He chanted the holy name and got liberated. How? His all sins got removed just by chanting one holy name. Okay, so he was not a pure devotee, but his all sins got removed. So the devotees many times have this conception that the chanting pure name means one has to be a pure devotee. Surely a pure devotee chants the pure name. There is no doubt about it. But is it that one has to chant pure name only at that stage? Only he can chant at that stage? No, it's not that. So there are many examples in the scriptures. The one of the Muslim, he chanted haram. Okay, all of you must have heard that story. So he just chanted one word haram and then he got liberated. So without pure name liberation is not possible. And he was not a pure devotee. He was not even chanting Hare Krishna Mantra or anything else. So how did he get liberated? Okay. So these all concepts are mentioned in the books of the Acharyas. They're mentioned in the Bhakti Harinam Chintamani. So yeah. So basically the thing is that if one is not offensive of the Krishna Nama Rupa Charita, then one is able to chant if one is sincere with purity. Okay, he will be able to chant. Okay, then the question comes, okay, what about we sadhakas? Are we chanting pure name? Okay, I don't know. I would like to ask, how many of you think you have chanted pure name at least once till now? It's purposely a little short, so we can have some discussion. Yeah. How many of you think that you have never chanted? Okay, let me ask the question in another way because devotees are generally very humble. So nobody will say, प्रभु जी एक बार तो मैंने chanting कर ही लिया है आपको पता नहीं मतलब मैंने एक बार तो किया है. Devotee may not say like that, but so let me put it in another way. How many of you think that surely Prabhuji in this life or previous any life, once also I have never chanted holy name purely? Okay, so all those who are humble devotees are raising their hands in Zoom, out of Zoom. Yeah, all are raising. Yeah. No, no. Okay. I think gradually everybody will raise hand. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I understood.
Generally, we chant our desires, not pure name. Generally,
Who is
कभी कभी हो
speaking? From
जाता है
where
शुद्ध
he is
भक्ति में.
speaking? I don't know. Raised hand? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Roji. Yeah. Sorry, I was seeing some other devotees. Yeah.
Generally, we chant our desires,
Chant our
and
desires,
कभी
not holy
कभी
name.
sometimes it happens with the
Hmm.
association of devotees, but generally we chant our desires.
Yeah. You can explain your Vedant Sutra, Prabhuji. Not able to understand. What is the meaning of chanting your
Means
desires?
chanting में chanting तो करते हैं, but it is not pure chanting because we have lot of desires.
Are you sure you're chanting not pure? Have you
नहीं होता
have you
है.
have you learnt about what is pure chanting? Have you read what is pure chanting?
Little what I know with the association of devotees, that is.
No, no, I'm asking read, R-E-A-D, read. Have you read books? What is pure chanting? Not hearing.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, yeah. So if somebody has read, then he will know. Yeah, hearing also it's possible, but generally not in my experience. We have not heard. So if you read yourself, then you can make sure that yes, like if you are wanting to take pure water, first you have to understand what is the source of pure water, what is that entity called pure water, what is the definition of pure water, then you have to understand I am drinking pure water, and we cannot assume that we are not drinking pure water just because we don't know what is pure water. Okay, so yeah, my impetus just to ask this question was, yeah, devotees can try to learn what is pure name, and uh, I don't know how much time we have, 11:54. Okay, so okay, we can discuss something little bit at the end. Okay, first we'll just conclude this purport. Okay, so I think Prabhupada is already concluding. part of it. After that, we can just take something. Yeah. So conclusion is that in order to get rid of the mental disease, yeah. So again, same thing. Prabhupada is saying that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the solution, and the Sankirtan movement we have started for that. And if somebody is imitating it, so in the Western world we have seen many people who just try to imitate. So he's saying, yeah, imitation of good thing is also good, but it should not just remain to that stage. Okay, we should not just think that, yeah, I'm just imitating, but we don't have to be at that level always. We can try to understand why what is being done in ISKCON, why our Guru Maharaj or Srila Prabhupada did something. Okay. Just imitating may not be always right, and we will not be able to implement the right things at right place at right time and for the right candidate. So we have to understand in what context what Srila Prabhupada did and why he did. Okay. So then only we will be able to tell it to others. Okay. And apply in our life also. So imitation is not the end. Okay. It can be the beginning. Okay. Yeah. So that's why he's saying now it's like initiation. Yeah. So it's the beginning. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's read ahead. My voice is not breaking, na? Okay. Yeah, this is something good. Okay. Okay, so we will read this. Uh, Tejashri Mataji, would you like to read? Yeah.
If one is sincere, he is initiated, and this stage is called Bhajan Kriya. One then actually engages in service of the Lord by regular chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds daily and refraining from illicit sex, intoxicants, meat eating, and gambling. By Bhajan Kriya, one attains freedom from contamination of materialistic life. He is no longer goes to a restaurant or hotel to taste so-called palatable dishes made with meat and onions, nor does he care to smoke or drink tea or coffee. He not only refrains from illicit sex but avoids sex life entirely, nor is he interested in wasting his time in speculating or gambling. In this way, it is to be understood that one is becoming cleansed of unwanted things, anartha nivritti. The word anartha refers to unwanted things. Anartha are vanquished when one becomes attached to the Krishna conscious movement. When a person is relieved from unwanted things, he becomes fixed in executing his Krishna activities. Indeed, he becomes attached to such activities and experiences ecstasy in executing devotional service. This is called bhava, the preliminary awakening of dormant love of Godhead. Thus, Thus, the conditioned soul becomes free from material existence and loses its interest in the bodily conception of life, including material opulence, material knowledge, and material attraction of, of all variety. At such time, one can understand who is Supreme Personality of Godhead is and what his Maya is.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So, yeah, Prabhupada is explaining the whole path of Bhakti Yoga. He is explaining from Sadhu Sangha till Bhava and Prema. So these two paragraphs he is saying in that way that Krishna consciousness is the solution. How it progresses, he is saying now. So it starts with Sadhu Sangha, and then one gets Shraddha, and then basically he's quoting that verse. Brahmanda Brahmite kono bhagyavan jiva Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata bija. Okay, if one is sincere, then he is initiated. This is the sum and substance of that verse actually. If one is Bhagyavan Jiva, what is the Bhagya he has received? That he has got the faith in Bhakti. How did he get the faith? He got that faith by having favorable impressions in Bhakti. Okay, like that. And then what happens? Brahmana Pramite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasade by Bhakti Lata Bija. And what is the prasad he got? That he got initiated. And he got the method of sadhana bhakti. Okay, a morning program, chanting 60 rounds, following four regulative principles. So this is a path he got. So that's why Bhagyavan, he got initiated in this path. Okay, and this stage when he is continuing to practice is called Bhajan Kriya. And then Prabhupada explaining the next stage is Anartha Nivritti. Okay, gradually he restrains himself from the unwanted habits, anartha. Okay, that which is not wanted. Okay, that which is not meaningful, and that they are vanquished gradually, and then he goes to the stage of nishtha, steadiness in practice. Okay, he becomes fixed. This is the stage of nishtha, and then after that, what comes is ruchi. Okay, he becomes attached to such activities. Okay, and he also experiences ecstasy in devotional service. That is asakti. Okay, so at the stage of ruchi, the devotee is attached to some of the limbs of this bhakti, and at the stage of asakti, he is attached to the Lord. Okay, that is the difference. That's explained in Madhur Kadamini by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So that is called the stage of asakti. And then after asakti is the stage of bhava. Bhava is generally the term for sthai bhava. Sthai bhava is generally called as bhava. Okay, so this bhava is not generally a stage, but it is the uh, relationship with the Lord. It's called sthai bhava. Okay, so whether one is in the rasa, madhurya rasa, vatsalya rasa, sakhya rasa, or dasya ras, okay, or the shantaras, yeah, so like that, so bhava, that is called, and then one is gradually elevated to the stage of prema. Okay, so at that time one can understand who the supreme godhead is, and then at that time he can understand what maya is. Okay, so this verse, actually this is a verse shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam that Prabhupada is quoting. Okay, what Lord is, and he can see who the Lord is and what maya is. Drishta evatmana ishwari, like that. Okay, that verse Prabhupada is quoting here. So he is evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogatah bhagavat tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. विद्यते हृदय ग्रंथि छिद्यते सर्व संशयः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मा ईश्वरे. So that verse Prabhupada is quoting, that vidyate hridaya granthi chidyate sarva samshaya, all the hridaya granthi, all the anarthas are completely lost. Okay, even those which are anarthas due to apradhas, namaprad, that is also destroyed. uh, then what happens is drishta evatma ishwari, he can see the Lord, and he can at the same time see the maya also. What is the example? Example is Vyasdev himself, he saw the Lord as well as the maya. First canto chapter 5 is explained. Okay, so he saw Maya tad apashrayam. That Maya was also seated beside the Lord. Like that. Okay, now we'll read the last part of this verse. Okay, Samir, bro, would you like to read? Yeah, any question you have, Sharia Mataji, or you want to read?
I want to read Prabhuji.
Yeah, please read. Read this.
Although Maya may be present, it cannot disturb a devotee once he attains the bhava stage. This is because the devotee can see the real position of Maya. Maya means forgetfulness of Krishna, and forgetfulness of Krishna and Krishna consciousness stand side by side, like light and shadow. If one remains in shadow, he cannot enjoy the facilities offered by light. And if one remains in light, he cannot be disturbed by the darkness of shadow. By to Krishna consciousness, one gradually becomes liberated and remains in light. Indeed, he does not even touch the darkness, as confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 22.31. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Haya Andhakara, Yahana Krishna Tahana Nahim Mayara Adhikara. Krishna is compared to sunshine and Maya is compared to darkness. Whenever there is a sunshine, there cannot be darkness. As soon as one takes to Krishna consciousness, the darkness of illusion, the influence of the external energy will immediately vanish.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So again, yeah, Prabhupada is quoting that same verse I was telling, Maya tad apashrayam. So at the stage of bhava, the devotee is not disturbed by Maya. Yeah. Yeah, this is also a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam only. That at the stage of bhava, one is not disturbed by Maya. Yeah, Bhagavatottama, correct. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll show that shloka. Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, I'll try to show that shloka, what Prabhupada is trying to put in my understanding. Yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah. Yeah, there are many verses. I'll show one of them here. Okay. Yeah. So this is Canto 1, Chapter 2, verse 21. Okay. So here, विद्यते हृदयग्रन्थे छिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयाः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मन ईश्वरे. Yeah. Okay. The knot in the heart is pierced. Vidyate hridaya granthi. Okay, that is compared to avidya. Hridaya granthi is avidya. All misgivings are cut into pieces. Chidyante sarva shamshaya. All the doubts, basically, misgivings are cut to pieces. Shiyante chasya karmani. The chain of fruitive actions means karma. Means whatever his prarabdha, aprarabdha, all things are destroyed. Shiyante. Drishta eva atmana ishvare. Okay, when one sees one's self as self and one's master, means self realization as well as God realization, both has happened. Okay, Atmani as well as Ishware, Sakshatkar. Atmani Sakshatkar, Ishware Sakshatkar, self realization, God realization, both have happened. Okay, so this is stage of Bhava. Okay. Yeah, this verse also. एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवत भक्ति योगता भगवत तत्व विज्ञान मुक्त संगस्य जायते. मुक्त संग. Okay, removed of the bad association. Basically, those which are all anarthas, that is all gone. Okay, and he is no more affected by anarthas. Okay, so establish the mode of unalloyed goodness. This is the stage of bhava. The man whose mind has been enlivened by a contact with devotional service of the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead. In that stage of liberation from all mental association. So he is relieved of all the misgivings in the heart and all the anarthas are destroyed. So these are the verses which Prabhupada is saying. And there is one more verse which he has quoted here that I will show. Maya Tat Apashrayam. Not getting. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this we understood that yeah, the misgivings are not there at the stage of bhava. Okay, and then he is showing this from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna is like sun, and Maya is like darkness. Where sun is there, there cannot be darkness. Okay, so whole purport again in the summary, he is telling that Krishna consciousness is the solution for all the misgivings. That is sum and substance of the whole purport. That was the very first line also. Okay, so here is told the science is compared to jaundice, and all this can be removed by the Krishna consciousness method and specifically chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra like that. And to the degree our faith is pure and we are advanced, to that degree we can chant the holy name better. So this is the whole verse. Okay. Anybody has any questions on this, what we discussed on this verse? Hare Krishna. Is it audible? Yeah. So if there are no questions, then we'll take a break and then we'll go to the eighth verse. Okay. And we'll try to complete that today. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. We'll come back at 12:15. Yeah.
you were discussing that
Actually, you are audible, but either it's breaking or it's very faint voice. It's not very clear. Can you speak without microphone, without your earphones?
is it able now?
Yeah, better. Yeah, better.
So I was asking that you were mentioning about that pure holy name. If we
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah. So I'll just take 5 minute break and then we'll start with that.
yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then we'll go to 8th verse. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we are just showing a little bit of that. Okay. Is my screen visible? No, this chapter 3 Namabas.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Uh,
Prabhuji.
yeah. So this is chapter 3 of Harinam Chintamani. Okay. First chapter is introduction. Second one is about general concept of holy name. Third is more elaborate about what is Namabas actually. Okay. So here this whole book is a conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Haridas Thakur, which is written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Okay. Like that. He has had vision. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had vision about this conversation and he wrote it down. Okay. So I will just show a part of it and rest of it whenever you are eager to understand, you can read it. Okay. So he is explaining the concept of Namabhas here. Okay. So I'll just ask to read part of it. Yeah. So first he is explaining that there is not the chanting of pure holy name because of some anarthas and some covering. Okay, what is that covering? So he is explaining. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, here we will read these two paragraphs. So Sanatan Gopal bro, you would like to read? Can you try? Just see how is your voice coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'll read. There could be some background, but I can read.
Yeah, yeah.
As
Yeah.
the brilliance of the sun
You want somebody else to
extinguishes,
read? You're not comfortable? I can ask somebody else to read. It's okay. Yeah. Nothing.
I'll read too.
Yeah.
As the brilliance of the sun extinguishes the darkness, the holy name extinguishes the darkness of illusion, Maya. However, clouds of mist may cover the sun from the viewer, so that only a portion of light is perceived. In the same way, when ignorance, agyan, the material tendencies, anarthas are prominent, the living entity, they abstract the sun of the holy name, portion of the full effect of the name.
Yes. Yeah.
Though
Thank you,
one
Praji.
may
Yeah. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So till now he explained that what happens in Namabas stage. The question was by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "O Haridas, now explain the meaning of Namabas." That was the question. He is explaining what is Namabas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, not that he doesn't know, he is asking just for our sake, yeah, to the Namacharya. Okay, so he is saying, yeah, there are clouds or mist that cover. Okay, what is that mist and cloud? He will explain later. But he is saying, yeah, there is some agyana, some ignorance, which is covering. And what happens due to that? The son of Shuddha is covered. That much is the point. Yes, continue, Praji.
Though one may speak of the holy name being covered by the clouds of anarthas, in reality the sun of the holy name can never be covered. Rather, the senses of the materially conditioned individual are covered. For this reason, in some cases, the holy name will appear in full force in the heart of the chanter, but in other cases, due to abundance of ignorance and anarthas, the effect of the name on the chanter will be minimal.
Yeah, so he is saying that not the holy name is covered, but it is the chanter is covered. Okay, because of the anarthas he has in his heart. So one thing mainly he is saying that anarthas, because of anarthas, the chanter is not able to chant Shuddhana. Okay, so what are the this mist? What is the mist here? So ignorance is comparable to mist or and anarthas is comparable to the clouds. Okay. So all of us have experience of mist and clouds, right? So we are in a mountain region and the Pune, we have mountains around. We can see very easily that clouds are sometimes hovering on the mountain and we cannot see the mountain clearly. Correct. Similarly, the sky also we cannot see clearly. So ignorance is of three types. Okay. Concerning the holy name means the tattva of a holy name is not for fully known. Concerning the position of the Lord, that how Krishna is Bhagavan or Vishnu is Bhagavan. Okay. That is not completely known. And concerning the nature of the jiva. So jiva tattva, nama tattva, Krishna tattva. These three are not completely known to a person. Then there is that is called mist of ignorance. Okay, in short. Okay. And the cloud of anarthas next he is saying. What is anartha? So anarthas he has told that it is classified into three types. What are they? Thirst for material object. Second is weakness of heart. And third is offense. So these are called anarthas. Ah, so these what happens? They cloud the sun that much. Now I am just going to the last part, which is most important. Yeah. Yes, we'll read this. Okay. Amrish Pranpro, would you like to read? You can drink water. Sorry, drink water. Yeah, Amrish Pranpro.
Remedy for ignorance and anarthas. The living entity will continue under the shadow of Namabhas as long as he remains ignorant of the basic facts concerning the Jiva, the Lord, material nature, and their mutual relationships, Sambandha Gyan. However, when the serious practitioner takes shelter of genuine Guru and learns from the Guru how to execute spiritual practices and chant the holy name with an understanding Sambandha Gyan, he can remove all the obstructions blocking the sun of the holy name. When the clouds and mist are dissipated, the brilliant sun of the name becomes manifest and bestows upon the devotee the treasure of love of God.
Yeah, so they're very simple to understand. So he Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that the remedy of all this is to cultivate Sambandha Gyan. What is Sambandha Gyan? About three things. So one is about the uh, Lord, second is about the nature, and then third is about the relationship. So we have the matter, spirit, and Ishvara, all three. So Jiva Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Nam Tattva, all this when we get Sambandh Gyan, from whom we will get? He is telling one learns from the Guru. So when one learns, then what happens? This cloud of mist is dissipated, and then Shuddhanam will arise. So we have to understand to the degree we have gained this knowledge of Sambandh Gyan and overcome anarthas. To that degree, we are chanting Shuddhanam. It's not one and zero. Many times devotees have this concept that either we are chanting Ashuddhanam, there is nothing Ashuddhanam, but that which is not Shuddhanam is like Nama Prad or Namavas. So, and there is Shuddhanam, that which is pure name. So they think that it's either one or zero. No, it's not like that. To the degree we have anathas cleared, and to the degree we have progressed in our bhakti, to that degree we are chanting the holy name purely. Okay. Yeah. Read the ahead part. Yeah.
The functions of the genuine guru is to instruct the disciple concerning the relationships of the Lord, Jiva and material nature, Sambandh, and to make the disciple cultivate the name as a method of bhakti to realize those relationships. So should I read this above
Yeah,
part
yeah.
also?
Continue. Just complete this.
This is called Abhiday or the process. By the specific process, the sun of the name will soon show its strong influence and drive out ignorance and anathas. Finally, the name will give the goal of life, Prayojan, love of God, Krishna Prem. And in that position of Prema, the living entity will continue his performance of chanting the holy name.
Yes, bro. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, here we can see that he is explaining that by understanding these three concepts, okay, from Guru. So he told here, one learns from a genuine Guru these concepts, and then he is saying this is called Abhideya or the process. Then finally, the name will give the goal of life, Prayojana, love of God. So in that position, Prema of the living entity will arise. Okay, and then if you read ahead in this, Then there he explains that there are 4 types of namabhas that we have read from Bhagavatam. Many of the devotees may be knowing. Okay, Sanketya Pariyasanam, Stoba and Hela. So Ajamil, he chanted Sanket Nam. Okay, he was indicating to his son, but actually it got indicated to Narayan. Okay, that's called Sanket Nam. So we have understood, and then some other person was chanting Haram. By chanting Haram, he got liberated. So these are all namabhas. Okay. At that stage, you have to understand there is not much knowledge of the holy name or Krishna Tattva or Nama Tattva or Jiva Tattva. But there is next stage called Shraddha Namabhas. Okay. So what is happening here? This is important part. Okay. So this I will just point out one part from here and then we'll conclude. Yeah. So somebody can read this who has not yet read. Who would like to read? Jai Shri Mataji, would you like to read?
The holy name chanted by coincidence, in jest, derision, or disregard, not being accompanied by real faith in Krishna, is considered as crude kind of namabhas, of which hela is lower limit. If in contrast, one has genuine faith in Krishna and take to holy name while anarthas and ignorance are still present, that stage is called Shraddha Namabhas. Na, since even in chanting in Namabhas without faith, one can attain liberation. How can one describe the result of chanting in Namabhas with faith? Very quickly, the anarthas will be dissipated for sambandha gyan, and positive attraction for the name will grow with the advent of faith and practice.
Thank you.
By chanting in
Thank you,
Namabhas.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So he is saying this term Shraddha Namabhas. Till now he described that holy name which is Namabhas only. Okay. Without having faith. Like Ajamila. Example is given Ajamila. He did not have faith in the Krishna Tattva or Nam Tattva like that. But he got liberated. But there are some people who have faith. Like all of us. Those who are sadhaka. So we have faith in holy name. We have faith in Krishna. For them, what is the next stage? It's called Shraddha Namabhas. It's not just Namabhas. So Namabhas gives liberation. Since even by chanting namas without faith, one can attain liberation. Then what to speak of chanting with faith? It will surely give more than liberation. So if we are devotees and we are having faith in Krishna and the holy name, then liberation is it's guaranteed long ago. Even Ajamila was given liberation. So, but why we are not getting liberation? Somebody may ask, Prabhuji. We have been taking birth so many lives, and mostly so many lives we have been practicing bhakti. Why did not we get liberated? The answer is we never wanted liberation. We want Krishna Prema. That is the problem. If our goal was liberation, we would have got liberated long ago. But we told Krishna that no, I don't want liberation, I want Krishna Prema. So then Krishna Prema means it requires so much of more anartha nivritti and then reaching to the stage of Krishna Prema by practicing bhakti. So the moment we change our goal, we will tell Krishna we want liberation. Then after this life, we will get liberated. We will not have to attain Krishna Prema. But because all of us have faith that yeah, Krishna Prema is the highest and we want Krishna Prema only in our goal of life. Okay, I hope all the devotees agree with this, that nobody here wants Sayujya and all. Yeah, so everybody wants Krishna Prema. So Krishna Prema if we want, then we have to go through the process of 9 stages of bhakti, and that will take its time. It may take one lifetime, it may take more lifetime based on the sincerity. So that is being told here. So one can attain liberation without faith also, the normal namabhas like Ajamila. But with faith, one can attain so much more. And because one has faith, then he has faith in the process, he has faith in the result also. Result is Krishna Prema. So that's why we are not getting immediately. And then this paragraph we will read. Yeah, okay. Yes, Amrish Prantru, would you like to read? We'll take your question. We'll read it first. Yeah.
By chanting in Namabhas, one can get everything except prema. If one chants the holy name in Shraddha Namabhas, one can eventually attain Suddhanam. Attaining and chanting the pure name without anarthas, one is certain to achieve prem very quickly. Thus, chanting in Namabhas cannot itself give Krishna Prem, but by progressing from this stage to the stage of Shuddhanam through following the rules of sadhana as stated by spiritual master, one can eventually achieve Prem.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So as I told, we have the goal of Krishna Prema, but that Krishna Prema cannot be attained by Namabhas. Like Ajamila, he did not get Krishna Prema. He got liberation. Okay, but obviously he chanted again later 12 years in uh, uh, yeah, he chanted 12 years later. So then his result might have changed. But the Yamadutas could not catch him because he chanted Namabhas and he was considered free of all offenses or all the anarthas. Sorry, all of the karmas, what he did. Yeah, so chanting Namavas will not give Krishna Prema, but give everything else. Now he's saying if one wants Krishna Prema, what one has to do? He has to chant Shuddhanam. Okay, so that attaining that chanting the pure name without anarthas, one is certain to achieve Prema quickly. So one has to get rid of all anarthas. How will that happen? That for that one has to follow the rules of sadhana directed by spiritual master as given by Srila Prabhupada and our Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. Then one can eventually achieve Prema. Yes. Okay, yeah. Last part. Yeah, please read, Prabhuji.
Can you scroll a little up so it's visible?
Yeah.
Namabhas is therefore beneficial provided that one avoids aprad. Namabhas is considered infinitely superior to karma or gyan because a person with such namabhas will eventually develop faith, and that seed of faith will then develop into attraction and taste for Krishna, which will lead to the stage of Shuddhanam and finally to Prema.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. So yeah, so he is saying Namabhas is therefore beneficial. Like we should not do aparad. And aparad we defined earlier. That which is done out of envy, out of malice, out of hatred for the Lord or for the devotees. If we are doing out of knowing envy, we have envy in the heart for Lord or devotee, then it is called Namaprad. Okay. Otherwise, we are not doing Namaprad. Even Ajamila did not do Namaprad. He did Namabhas. So how can devotees do Namaprad? Devotees are not doing Namaprad. Then the question is, Prabhuji, but so many times we hear that we are doing Namaprad, we are doing Namaprad. Correct? So how many of us have heard that yeah, devotees as devotees we are doing Namaprad? That's why we are not getting Krishna Prema. Correct. We have heard many times. So here Bhaktivinoda Thakur has defined what is Namaprad. So offensive mentality of Mayavadi, that is called Namaprad. If we are in the category of Mayavadi, what they are doing, the Mayavadis consider Krishna's name, his form, pastimes and qualities to be false and perishable. Then they are doing Namaprad. Okay. If we are in this category, then we are also Namapradi. Otherwise, we are not in the category of Aparadha. We are not doing Namaprad. What we are doing? We are doing Shraddha Namavas. We have faith in the holy name. We have faith in the Lord. We have faith in the Krishna Tattva, Nama Tattva, Jiva Tattva. Then we are chanting the Shraddha Namavas if we have faith. And liberation is guaranteed long ago, but we are not getting because we have goal of Krishna Prema. That will come only by Shuddhanam. Okay. That is the conclusion of this chapter. Okay. And then he says how to this deliverance of the Mayavadi, how it will happen, what is the destination, and how to overcome Namabhasya. So this topic, one who chants Namabhas should carefully avoid company of influence of Mayavadis and should serve and satisfy devotees who chant the pure name. Okay. So by that one will come to the stage of Shuddhanam like that. Okay. So this is what I just wanted to show. So this is a long presentation basically. Whole thing now Harinam Chintamani 11 chapters. We cannot discuss in 10-15 minutes. But I just wanted to show that there are some misconceptions that one may have of chanting the holy name, and one may need to understand the tattva, what is actually holy name Shuddhanam, and then one can understand whether we are actually chanting or not chanting, or are we at all qualified, okay, to chant. So there is a question here which was asked to His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj. Okay, so there are that whole topic was, can a sadhaka chant Shuddhanam? Okay, so this topic itself is like very intriguing because can a sadhaka at all chant Shuddhanam basically? So it was asked to Maharaj and he answered based on Harinam Chintamani. So part of it I would like to read. Yeah. Ashish Pro, would you like to read this?
Yeah. What is Namaprad? Namabhas and Suddhanama. Answer. Literally, Nam Aparad refers to the 10 offenses if they are intentional with malice towards the Lord and devotees. Then it has bad effect. If it is just due to ignorance, that is called Chayanama Bhasa. Chayanama. Okay.
Chaya means shadow. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
shadow. Yeah.
For those who have bad intentions, there is no gradual progress except by some extraordinary mercy. For those which mere ignorance, by association and gain of the knowledge, they can progress to Shuddha Nama.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So, Maharaji giving answer that literally Namaprad means 10 offenses, but they are 10 offenses not out of ignorance if they are committed intentionally, like offending Guru or offending the preachers of the holy name, or doing seventh offense, committing sinful activity on the strength of the holy name knowingly, intentionally, then they are called Namaprad. If any of us are doing like that intentionally, then it is Namaprad. But most of us may not be doing it intentionally, but it may be out of ignorance. If it is just out of ignorance, we want to avoid it and it is just happening by ignorance, then it's called Namabhas. Okay, that's not Namaprad. Okay. So if it is not with bad intention, if it is with bad intentions, then it's difficult. That is for Namayavadis. Okay. Yeah. So so there are a lot of things in this question here. Yeah, we'll read a little bit. Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Can you read ahead?
Yeah. Maharaj, after one has heard and read about the Tattva of holy name for more than 10 years and trying to chant attentively, how could one practically know if he is chanting pure holy name? If not always, at least when one is consciously chanting few mantras in one chanting pure, is one chanting pure name? Answer. Bhakti Vinod Thakur explains pure name as absence of aparadha, anarthas and ignorance of tattva. Anarthas, however, are not removed completely till prema. So, Suddha Nama is sadhana would mean that anarthas at least do not infer with sadhana.
Yeah. So here we can see that somebody who has gained this knowledge of holy name, Krishna Tattva, Nam Tattva, then they can chant Shuddhanam even at the stage of sadhana to the degree faith is pure. Okay. How do we know? Because anarthas are not interfering with sadhana. He has reached to the stage of nishtha. Okay. Steady sadhana is there. Okay. So that is the meaning. Okay. Anarthas are not removed completely, but still he can chant Shuddhanam. Okay. At the stage of sadhana. That is.
I have a question too.
Yeah. We'll just complete this project. Yeah.
Okay.
Few more things. Yeah.
Question. What I understand is the anarthas manifesting in the form of, what is this laya? Laya vikshepa, apratipati, shaya, and rasaswada do not make the sadhana unsteady. Is this correct understanding? Answer is yes.
Yeah, basically this laya is sleepiness, vikshepa is distraction, apratipati is indifference to holy name, kashaya is the attraction to, sorry, kashaya is anger, pride, greed, envy, illusion, all these things, and rasaswadi is attraction to the materialistic sense gratification objects. So if these things are there, then nishtha will not come. Okay, the steadiness will not come. So, so the question is asked here: if these anarthas are there, not so too much, then one can chant the holy name purely. That is the understanding. So he says yes. Okay.
Question.
And then, yeah, it's again, they are largely absent, basically. These all anarthas are largely absent. Same thing. Yeah, read this part.
Question. Maharaj, is my understanding based on the reading of Gaudiya scriptures. I think that to the degree one has pure faith, anya vilasita shunyam, to that degree one can chant pure name. Known that such faith increases gradually as one progresses from sadhana to prema. Is that right? Maharaj said yes.
Yeah, so to the degree one is having pure faith, to the degree one can chant pure name, Shuddha Nam. So it's not again 1 and 0, you can see. Okay, so as that one reaches to the stage of bhava, he is chanting pure name. Okay, yeah. Okay, read this.
If sadhaka who desires to make a relationship with Krishna but is weak in his practice, and while chanting he becomes inattentive, does or chants only for the sake of completing the rounds, what will this java be called as? One, aparadhanam, second, namabhas, or third, something else? Answer is, Maharaj said, it is aparadha which is part of namabhasha. So, it is anartha but does not destroy bhakti.
Yeah, so you can see the category is aparad, but it's not nam aparad of Mayavadi, who is having envy and malice and hatred for Krishna or devotees. It's aparad, but it's not in the stage of nam aparad. It's like namabhas, because of ignorance it is happening. So it is anartha, but does not destroy bhakti. But Mayavadis, it destroys bhakti. Yeah. Okay. Read this part.
Question. When a person does any of the 10 offenses, then chanting is called offensive. Chanting and offensive chanting cannot yield desired results. One, then how to come out of this cycle of aparadhanam? Second, can't a person chant Suddhanam or Namabhas unless anarthas or material desires are removed? Maharaj says, answer to first one, knowledge can help prevent for the Vaishnava aparadh, one should apologize. Second, Namabhas is chanting with the anarthas and mixing it with our bhakti.
Hare Krishna.
Would I continue?
Till where you read, Roji?
These two answers for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Complete this.
Yeah. Question. Does this mean that devotee can chant Namabhas even when he has committed an offense? Answer is, and offense which are unintentional are grouped as Namabhasa. Says yes, but when the offenses are intentional and continual, the Namabhasa becomes destructive.
Yeah, so this is from Harinam Chintavan. He says. So basically, the purpose of showing whole thing is that a person can chant Shuddhanam even at the stage of sadhana, given that he has pure faith in Anyabhilashita Shunyam, and he has knowledge of the Lord and Krishna Tattva, Nama Tattva, all these things he knows, he has learned from Guru. To the degree he has pure faith, to that degree he can chant Shuddhanam. And as sadhaka, we are not doing Namaprad because Namaprad is done out of envy, malice, or hatred towards devotees and Lord. That is done when Mayavadis, that Bhaktivinoda Thakur said. And then what we are doing, we may be doing the Shraddha Namabhas. We have faith in these concepts, but still we have not reached to Shuddhanam fully. Okay, part of it may be there to the degree we have pure faith. So we are doing Shraddha Namabhas, and that's why we have not yet got Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem will come only by Shuddhanam. Okay, so these are some concepts which are told in this book. Okay, so just I wanted to make devotees aware about this. Yeah, any questions are there? We can take.
Yes, Prabhu, same, can you open that, share that Namabhasa? I think the
questionnaire or
yeah, questionnaire, the third last, I think, question, scroll up little bit. Scroll up. There was a question about how one knows that he is progressing. Little up, Prabhu, in the previous page somewhere. Chanting few mantras is one chanting pure name. Yeah. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains the pure absence of aparadha, anarthas, and ingress of that.
Yeah, so how does he know that he is chanting few pure names? So he is saying anarthas are not fully removed. So it means that anarthas are not interfering with his sadhana, means he is at the stage of nishtha and he is not, he is regularly able to do bhakti, regularly able to do 16 rounds, regularly able to attend the committed morning program, whatever he has given commitment, the commitment he is able to follow.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
is what here. It's not that every day he is attending Mangalarti. Whatever he is committed, he is able to do. He is not losing on it. Okay, that is the point.
Clear. Thank you. That's all.
Any other question? Okay, Amrish Pranpro.
We have two questions. First is regarding that Muslim person who chanted haram. Okay. So we've seen a document that it's mentioned that someone who says ill about the forms of Lord and all. So by philosophy, Muslims, they don't believe in the form.
Mhm.
But here we are saying like, okay, if someone being into a Mayavadi is worse than means of being a Muslim.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, true.
so that's like
Because that's like they know that form of the Lord is there, and then they are criticizing and critiquing, saying that it is not existing. But at least not all Muslims, but in general Islam, they may not understand the form of the Lord because that is out of ignorance. Their teachers have not given them that concept itself, that form of the Lord exists. Then they can gradually evolve. That is out of ignorance. That's not out of envy. But here Mayavadi is out of envy. They are given the scriptures. They have learned the scriptures. That form of Lord is like this, but they are critiquing it. So they are lower than Muslims. Yeah,
so
true.
it's like intentionally offending.
Yeah. That they are doing nama aparad. Yeah. But
And second
haram,
part,
that
Puyi,
case is namabas case. Yeah.
and Puyi, second, the question is that I was reading this book, Nectar in the Ocean of the Holy Name,
Mhm.
Asachinanda Maharaj.
Yeah.
So in that, at the last part, Maharaj writes that this Nama Bhas itself is potential enough, potent enough to take one to Vaikuntha planet.
Mhm.
Okay, so Namaprad is like fine, okay, one is not advancing, he's in fact offending the holy name. But Namabhas, one can go to Vaikuntha, cannot go to Golok Vrindavan, but to Vaikuntha it can take. So is it like the Shuddha Namabhas or just Namabhas? Because here
Shuddha
we saw
namabas is
difference.
not there. No, there is nothing called Shuddha namabas. Shraddha namabas we read.
Shuddha
Shraddha
Shuddha
means
Namabhas, yeah,
yeah,
Shuddha
yeah,
Namabhas.
yeah. Yeah, that is Shraddha Namabhas. Yeah, if he has faith, then only he can go to Vaikuntha. But
Vaikuntha.
in Vaikuntha, to what degree he will have relationship with the Lord depends on the degree of pure faith. Okay. Somebody may be there in Salokya, same planet, like we are on the same planet as Narendra Modi, but we don't have relationship with Narendra Modi. So there are a few people who have relationship with him, they work closely. So Salokya, Sarishti, Samipya is different category. So it's more in relationship. So it's like that, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Any other question? Swami Mataji?
Prabhuji, I've heard that if one chants even once of pure name, he can, he's liberated or go back to Godhead. Is it true or something?
What one chants?
If one even chants one pure name, holy name
One
of the
pure name. Yeah, one pure
Lord,
name, correct. Then one
so
what?
one can go back to Godhead or
Yeah,
once. Is it true?
yeah, yeah. It is true, just like suppose somebody is saying at home that I'm going to Himalaya for doing some yoga, some uh, particular suppose path he wants to follow. Okay. And he has left the home, but he is just in the around the corner of the home, and somebody comes to the home and asks, where is this person? So what will you answer? You will answer that he has gone to Himalayas, right? Has he reached the Himalayas?
No,
No. But what did we answer? What did you answer?
he's going to Himalaya.
Going, yeah. Basically, he has gone to Himalayas. Basically, we may say in that sense. So when the Shastras say that the person has got liberated by chanting one holy name, what the Shastras actually mean is that he has gone to the path, he has taken up to the path, okay, where the person is going to get liberated. Okay. So you may ask, okay, Prabhuji, you are saying like this. So where is the reference for this? So I'm giving you the reference for this in the Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6. Yeah, please read this.
By chanting the holy name of the Lord, if one chants the holy name of the by chanting the holy name of the Lord, which consists of the two syllables Hari, one guarantees his path to liberation. Skanda Purana.
Hmm. So the translation is not accurate. Why I will say here. Sakrid Uchcharitam Yena. Very simple Hindi, you see, or Sanskrit. Sakrid Uchcharitam Yena. By once chanting. What he has chanted? Hari. Okay. How many syllables is that? Aksharam Dvaya. Two syllables. Hari. What he has done? Baddha Parikarastena. Baddha Parikara is like in earlier Vedic times, people used to go for a long journey and all na. They would tie cloth at the मतलब इधर कमर में रस्सी बांध के ऐसे बोलते रस्सी ऐसे बांध के एकदम they used to go. I don't know how many are aware of this thing, but they would tie like this to show that yeah, going for a fight or going for some Herculean task basically. Okay, Baddha Parikaras. So they are going like this. Moksha Gamanam Prati. He has gone on the path of moksha. Okay, he has started on the path of moksha. That is the translation actually. Okay. So by once chanting the holy name of the Lord, which is Hari, one guarantees his path to liberation. That is what Srila Prabhupada has told here, 6th canto, Ajamila section, 6 to 7. Okay. So this is the understanding, Mataji. Whenever you hear this, that once chanting the holy name, one gets liberated. Not that he has already got liberated, but he is on the path of liberation. Okay. And if it was chanted completely like without any aparadh, without any offensive mentality, then he has got liberated, like Ajamila. Okay, so that is there. Haram, somebody chanted. There are very specific cases where the person did not have any offensive mentality. Okay, generally it is not there like that. Some everybody has some offensive mentality towards the Lord, little bit or more. Okay, so they are very specific cases that Vishwanath Thakur has explained in his commentary. I hope that answers your question.
In same explanation, goes to path of liberation. That means he will get bhakti in next janma, or wherever he goes, he will get bhakti there. Is that no?
No, no. Path of liberation is he is going. He may not get bhakti also because bhakti means goal is prema, Krishna prema. Okay, so that also is included. Liberation is included in that because without Krishna, without liberation, one will not go to Goloka. That is surely there. But without prema, one will not go to the Krishna Loka or Golok Vrindavan like that. So that's what is the goal of bhakti. Goal of bhakti is not liberation. Goal of bhakti is Krishna prema. That is the point. Okay, Proji?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Govind Prasad Proji, you have any question?
Yes. So this question is not from this class. This is from previous class.
Yes, Proji.
Where you mentioned that Kanishta Adhikari, he is going to temple and only respect the deities and not the devotee. Can you please little bit elaborate in? Means I could not understand it properly. So means I have a doubt that is it so that that he is only respecting deities, and in some cases he is only respecting some like saffron or some senior devotees and not respecting others. Is it also included in that definition?
No, Proji. Yeah, last time I think we explained little bit. I will tell again. Yeah. So we discussed that Kanishtadhikari, Srila Prabhupada explains in Bhagavatam. Basically, Kanishtadhikari is the person who is Archayam eva Hare, Shraddhayam yad ihate. So he is saying that Hari, the Archa of Hari, the deity of the Lord, he is able to worship and respect, but he is not able to respect the devotees yet. It may be any kind of devotee, whether they are brahmacharis, vanprastha, sannyas, anybody. He is not yet grown in bhakti to that level that where he is able to respect the devotee, but he has faith in the Lord. Okay, so that much is a explanation of that point. Okay, he is not having any offensive mentality also toward devotee, but he is ignorant of the respect to be given to devotees. He is not yet aware. Why should we respect devotees? Devotees are very glorious. Krishna himself says that Mad Bhakta Puja Abhyadika, my devotees are to be more worshipped than me also. These all things he is not aware. There is no envy in his heart. Okay, like that. That is the point.
Okay, Guruji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Any other question on what we discussed today? Okay. So we will pause here. Next time we will continue with the 8th verse. So that is Upadesha Shara, the conclusion of the whole nectar of instruction. So I had some time, but I did not want to take that because that requires proper justice. So we'll take separate class and then we will discuss that. Okay, 8th verse. Okay, so anything else, Anish Bro, you want to announce? Okay, Ambrish Prantu, you have something?
Prabhuji,
Roji,
I
probably
have
when we will have question this exam.
After the 11th verse is completed.
Or the
Next,
Janmashtami, Anashtami, all like coming na. So
yeah, it will be just 1 week later. So you want exact date you are asking. So
approximate like which week.
yeah,
So
after Janmashtami it will be surely, because I think 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, it will take 2 more weeks to complete. Okay, tomorrow I may do 8th and 9th, and next time I will do 10th and 11th. So then there will be a gap. So today is fourth, third. Yeah, today is third. So yeah, third, and then tomorrow we will be doing 8th and 9th, and then 10th and 11th we will complete the NY. Okay, then exam will be I think you will have on 18th, Prabhuji. Yeah, before
18th.
Valam Jayanti, I think. Yeah, 18th Sunday there will be exam for this. Arjuneshwar Prabhu decides. I'm just guessing it will be like that.
Just one request. Please make it. Please do not make it around Janmashtami. I think 18 or 19 there is a Raksha Bandhan also. So I don't know.
19th is Raksha Bandhan. Okay, so
Can we have
okay, that can be discussed between Anish Prabhu
first?
and Arjuneshwar Prabhu.
Yeah.
I will complete the syllabus. When
Yeah.
all of you are comfortable to write exam,
Maybe first
yeah.
week of September will be fine.
Yeah, that Prabhuji Arjuneshwar Prabhu will decide with Anish
September.
Prabhu, and Anish Prabhu will take feedback from all of you.
Yes, sir.
Because I am just teaching. Yeah, that is my role
Thank you, bro.
now. Okay. Anybody else want to say anything?
Prabhuji, my question is like, out of 11, all the shlokas need to memorize, or some selected shlokas will be there for exam?
Yeah, but in the handbook, NOI shlokas for memorization are given. Not all are to be memorized. Anish Prabhu can give the shlokas of memorization. Okay,
Okay.
and if you have a handbook, you can also see.
I
Okay.
think
And secondly,
first
Prabhuji,
4 and
today's
onwards.
attendance.
Yeah, first 4 you are saying.
Yeah, I think I read that. We will check.
Yeah, confirm it later. Yeah.
The first
Otherwise, if
four
devotee
only.
memorize more, then
Yeah, it's first
they
four.
will be asking you. Okay, better to confirm. Okay. If one shloka also extra memorize, then you will be asked. Yeah, go. Anybody else?
Prabhuji, is today's
Yes.
attendance.
Today the
Attendance.
attendance, Anish Prabhu will tell you.
Come on chat. Link has come.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, like in the exam, just want to know because this will be like our